Welcome, everyone, to Unlocking Your Infinite Water Body, a live activation for embodiment, receiving, and cellular transformation. And I'm so excited that all of you guys are here because you are beings from a high dimension. And so, what comes with your presence and attendance is connections to all kinds of different realms, the Palladian dimensions, the Arcturian dimensions, the Lemurian dimension. Like, you guys are amazing. So, thank you guys so much for showing up because it's a gift to have you here, and you bring infinite gifts into this conversation through your very soul. So, thank you guys. This is going to be a powerful 90-minute experience where we're going to explore this fascinating, magical world of unlocking your infinite water body. And we're going to up level your consciousness to understand the pure magic of water, to receive that magic and utilize it to transform your body, your life, and how the water in your body is a crazy, magical, intelligent being that stores consciousness, patterns, emotion, and energetic memory. And how to stop feeling like you need to fix yourself and begin accessing higher dimensions of who you are to allow more ease. So, the water in your body is this magical, infinite playground. And as we bring your consciousness up to speed, about the spaceship that you're actually working with and how powerful, how interdimensional, how life giving it is, it allows so much more ease and transformation because how easy is it to up level your water? It's like, it's fast, it's lightning fast, it's very effective. So it's exciting to get your consciousness on board with this level of magic. Plus, we're going to be opening it up for some Q&A time. So you're going to want to hang around for the Q&A as well. So we have a lot in store for you. Okay. So let's begin unlocking your infinite water body. So first, what we're going to want to do is just get connected and present. And so the target of the beginning is to really open up to being fully here. So, with your breath, really your inhale is going to be calling all of you into the space, all back into you to be fully present to receive. Because without you receiving and being here and being present, you don't get very far, right? You being present, you got to be present to receive. So, getting fully present, and we're going to cut all your cords and attachments to this dimension because all that information just kind of mucks up your ability to step into magic. So let's go ahead and feel your beautiful feet as they move down into the center of this beautiful earth. So we're just going to bring your energetic feet down into the center of the earth. And we're going to take a breath, breathing that beautiful earth energy. There you go, up through your body, up through the space between the molecules of your body, opening up to that beautiful flow. And exhaling out all the information from this dimension. Good. And now let's expand your being out as well. So just imagine that your being is a sphere. Currently, how big is your sphere? Okay, now we want to take it out even bigger. So we're going to expand it out from wherever you're from, even bigger and even bigger. Yeah, till it becomes as big as the city that you're in. And now go even bigger, as big as the states, even bigger, as big as the country. Just allow your being, the inside of you, to just expand, expand, expand. Good, until the earth is just a little baby basketball underneath your feet. Good. Now your being gets to be this big, and as it's this big, it gets to receive all this information and energy and frequency and consciousness from the universe. Your body is only like this big compared to how big your being is. Good. So now with your being really big, we're just imagining your energetic feet of that being just connecting in with this beautiful earth, this power source of divinity underneath your feet. Good. And we're going to take a breath, just breathing all of that energy. It is so much energy up through the space between the molecules with the in breath, receiving, and with the exhale, releasing and letting go. Whew. Good. Good. And since we're going to be playing with water today and the magic of water, go ahead and say, I now invoke the energy of the sacred water of Mother Earth to come into the space. Now, this may be water that's never even come onto the surface. It's like deep in the mother. Oh, isn't that beautiful? So feel that beautiful, sacred, quiet, magical energy. Feel the nurturing of that. Yeah, and smile into it. Feel how pristine that water is. Oh, straight from the heart of Mother Earth. There you go. We're going to take a breath and we're just going to invite all that energy from the sacred waters of Mother Earth just to come up through the space, almost like a geyser, coming up through the space, flowing up like a waterfall, like a river through the beautiful space. Good. And then exhaling, further increasing that flow and just letting anything and everything drift away. Good. Beautiful. And now we're going to bring your awareness up, up, up as we connect in with this beautiful divinity, these high dimensions that you come from. Ah, good. And we're just going to invite that beautiful flow of you through the space. Good. Through your heart. Good. And out through your feet in this beautiful sacred water of Mother Earth. Good. And as you bring your awareness up, just be reminded that your being is big, big, big as the cosmos, including all of that beautiful divine energy. Good. Another breath, opening up and receiving this beautiful waterfall of source flow coming down from above, cleaning and clearing, cleansing your field. And now exhaling through the space. Now imagine that the inside of you, your being, this big, beautiful being, was this gorgeous cathedral made of pure source energy, pure God, pure universe, with all of your interdimensional aspects. In this beautiful cathedral. You could think of it as a sanctuary, a cathedral, a temple, whatever ever feels resonant for you. Yes. And take a breath and just breathe into you, into your beautiful cathedral. Just moving back into the center of you because all this magic comes from you, comes from who you are, and your beautiful divine connection to these dimensions that you come from. Good. And we're going to invite some friends into your cathedral to continue clearing the water and the space. So go ahead and say, I now invoke Archangel Michael into the space. There you go. And feel beautiful, Michael, coming into your cathedral. There you go. Now you're the inside of you, right? Michael's in the beautiful inside of you, the inside of your cathedral. That's it. Now feel your hearts connect. And let's say hi because we're polite. Hi, Michael. How are you? What have you been up to? There you go. And just feel beautiful, Michael. as he already knows what we're doing. So he's starting to escort in these energies of magic and wonder and beauty from the beautiful infinite water of Mother Earth and of God. Good. And taking another breath, giving yourself an opportunity to move into receiving. No longer having to project, but being taken care of. Receiving from Michael. Good. And let's invite Michael to cut all the cords and attachments from the outside world. Okay. So go ahead and say, beautiful Michael, would you be willing to cut all cords and attachments and remove all Klingons and entities, parasites and contracts that are all from this dimension? Good. So let's take a breath and just invite Michael to cut all those cords and attachments and just clearing and cleaning the inside of you. Good. And with every in breath, cleaning, clearing, and deepening into the inside of you. And with the exhale, letting air, blowing everything out. Everything from the outside world belongs on the outside of the cathedral. And it's a one-way door, right? So it goes out and then the door shuts. It can't come back in. Exactly. Good. We're going to take another breath, just cutting all the cords and attachments to all the information from this dimension. Because everything from here makes life not feel magical. And it stops you from being able to harness that magic within. It says, oh, it's normal, it's every day, and it's hard work, and etc. Right? So we're going to take another breath and just ask Michael to assist clearing and cleaning out your space, the infinite water in your body. Yeah, good. And as he clears your space and your being, more light can shine. So let the light shine into your beautiful cathedral. Good. And just push everything out with the exhale to the outside. Good. And with the exhale, you really want to function from, hey, whatever it is, I let it go. I let it all go. All of it, all of it, all of it. And use the out breath, getting rid of all that breath as sort of a symbol of I'm letting it all go. So exhale it all out until you have no more breath, and just make sure that your system knows that, hey, you're serious. You're letting all this go. And it leaves the door. Good. Boo. There we go. Good, good. And we have another beautiful angel that wants to come into your cathedral too and be on this journey with us, and that's Metatron. So go ahead and say, I now invoke Archangel Metatron into my cathedral, into the inside of me. Good. Now we're going to take a breath and just breathe beautiful Metatron in. There you go. Feeling him in the space. Oh, feeling the power and the wisdom, feeling the cosmic energy. And Metatron is an angel that's sort of like sources or gods or creation's right hand angel. And Metatron is also responsible for creating this, creation, this earth, this illusion, all that stuff. It's a gift from Metatron that we get to be here, and, this gets to exist in this way. So just give Metatron some appreciation for the creation of this dimension and this experience and this earth, and just thank him for working for source, God, universe in such a beautiful way, and that we're so grateful. Ah, good. And now we're going to set our intention with these angels inside of us. And, just for fun, let's just invite all the other beings that want to come in, because there's like everybody wants to work here. We now invoke the Palladians, the Octurians, the Lemurian ancestry. Good, the Egyptians. Yeah, we now invoke Gabriel and Uriel, Raphael. We now invoke Mother Mary and Yeshua. And who else would you like to play in the space? Good. Let's just invite all these beautiful beings, the elementals, the water beings, Mama Water, whew, Mama Isis. There you go. Just inviting everyone in, everyone in. Ah, there we go. Now we got a full house. Beautiful. Good. And with all these beautiful, beautiful beings present, let's just go ahead and set your heart's intention. And that is to raise your level of consciousness to be able to actually work with the true magic of water. All that beautiful interdimensional magic. Good. So we're going to set that intention. We're going to open your mind, your heart, your body, your idea about what life is. Whew, and we're just going to hand it over to these beautiful angels with this gorgeous intention. Show me the magic and miracles of life. I want to be mystified and just in awe. And I'm totally open. I don't need something to be normal or usual or anything. I'm in for pure magic, guys. Pure divine magic. Good. Okay, good. Opening all these pathways, all these vortexes, all these portals to all these different aspects of you interdimensionally and your consciousness from that dimension, and just inviting these beautiful beings to help escort that into the space. Good. And with the inhale, just receiving even more of those interdimensional aspects of you. Ooh. Yeah, let's do that as well. So go ahead and say, I now invoke all the dimensions that I come from that are being, knowing, and receiving God's magic called water. Yes, in all of its forms, because it shifts forms. Yeah, good. So we're going to take a breath and we're just opening all those doorways, all the beautiful interdimensional aspects of you, known or unknown, seen or unseen, felt or unfelt, heard or unheard, spoken or unspoken. Through all time and space dimensions and realities, inviting all of you into the space. Because your consciousness is also your own guide on this journey. You already know. Yeah, and there's a space, a dimension in which you're already being in this magic, already receiving this magic, already knowing how to play with it. So we're reconnecting you with you. Good. Yes, beautiful. And would you be willing just to release, forget everything that you learned about water through your experience through this dimension? Yeah. Okay, so go ahead and say I and state your name. Now release all the information from the inside of me that comes from this dimension about water, what it is, all the experiences I've had with it. Yep, through all time and space dimensions of reality. So we're going to take a breath and just get all the rest of the information about water that makes it normal every day. You take a bath or a shower every day. It's all around you. You drink water to live. Hey, it's about survival, whatever. It's like, all right, let's let that go. Yes. Good. Offering all of that to the space and just inviting it to be on the outside of you, not the inside. Good. How incredibly magical is water from the dimension in which you come from and all the dimensions in which you come from? There you go. Take a breath and just get even deeper in contact, inviting those frequencies and vibrations from those dimensions really just to come into the space, into your cathedral, which is your being. Good. And in through the water as well, the water of your form here. Good. There you go. Yes. All right. So let's begin with all these angels, all this wisdom that you carry from within your very soul, all these interdimensional portals open to receive all that you are. Let's have a divine conversation to up level your consciousness to really sit in the truth about the magic of water. So, our bodies are made up of 70% water. And did you know that as well, our bodies are made up of 99% of the molecules of water? So, what if we're actually in a vehicle of water? Just take a breath and breathe that in. Like, oh, it's not a body, it's really made up of water. Wow. Okay, taking another breath. And how much have you explored the consciousness of water, the magic of water, how to work with water? And are you sort of feeling like now, like, oh, maybe I should look into this since I'm made of it? Or the body is made of it here, right? Yes. So water is pure magic. Did you know that water defies at least 7 laws of physics and gravity? So, the rest of the elements that are in this dimension, when you liquefy them, they have certain characteristics. And guess what? All the other elements function from these particular characteristics. And they call that, physics. Like, hey, this is just what is. Except what does water do? It opts out of all these laws of physics, even the laws of gravity. It's like, I'm sorry, but I'm pure magic. You might believe I exist here, but I really don't. And all of these ways in which magic or water magic opts out and allows itself to be in between dimensions, that's what actually allows life to exist. And if these 7 laws weren't broken, then this planet wouldn't have life living on it. It would be a rock of ice. And we wouldn't have our bodies functioning the way they are. I mean, it's quite something, right? So just an example of it, water expands when it freezes. And it's the only liquid when you turn it into only element when you turn it into liquid that it actually expands. And as it expands, then it also begins to float. So you have icebergs instead of a whole lake freezing and then killing all the life force. And it also insulates heat, which actually allows there to be ice, say, over a lake or something, but all of the creatures still living inside of it. Right? So it allows life to exist. And look at this, water moves
Whoa,
upward through tree
whoa,
chunks. Like,
whoa,
so
oh,
hold
boy.
on real quick
Oh,
here. Let me see if I can. I think Gina's got it. Good. So water defies gravity, right? It moves up through the roots and up through the tree trunks. So what if water could be a way in which we defy physics and defy gravity? Why? Because we're made of the thing that does that. Okay, so that's so exciting. Take a breath. Good. Whew. And would you be willing to be open to allowing your water body and the water within your body to defy physics and gravity for you? So go ahead and say I and state your name. Now accept, allow, and receive the water within my body to defy physics and defy gravity for me. Good. So we're going to take a breath and just breathe that in. And there's a consciousness and dimensions that come along with this from your interdimensional aspects. So just let them kind of escort into your cathedral, into your being, this beautiful energies. Smile into your being and just watch the infinite water in your body just absorb and receive these beautiful dimensions. So, as you're receiving just a little clue into your consciousness, the reason why we have you as really big being is because it gives everything enough space, right? So, if you see yourself as being the size of your body, there's not enough space for these dimensions and frequencies and vibrations of these higher realms to come in. So, if you allow your cathedral to be as big as your being, and then inside your cathedral, there's a body of water called your body. That's a much more efficient and receptive way to perceive life as a human. Okay, so just stay big in your cathedral and just keep letting your water be updated by all this interdimensional knowledge that's within you. Good. So if the water within the body that's inside your cathedral, if it didn't defy physics and gravity, again, you wouldn't be here. So we have everything to thank. It's like, thank you, water. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be in this experience. Life wouldn't exist. This planet wouldn't be, thriving with plants and all of this. None of it would be here. So take a breath and just inside your cathedral and inside your heart, just share the love and the gratitude and appreciation penetrating your holy water. Just thank you so much. You're amazing. And I'm grateful. I didn't know how grateful to be of you, but now I know. You actually provide life. So I'm grateful. Thank you. Wow. What a beautiful gift you're giving me. Good. And just let that gratitude and appreciation just move through that beautiful holy water in your body. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, did you know that the word water is written 722 times in the Bible? More than the words faith, worship, or love. Which is pretty astounding, right? Water is written more than the word love. Okay. And wow. And you see that across all kinds of different religions, and that water is, praised and seen as life and held in regard. And they were right. Like, without water, life doesn't exist. And really, the same thing goes for Source God, right? It's like, if God wasn't here, Source wasn't what everything was made of, then nothing would be here. So, water and God are very close dimensionally. They have a beautiful time playing together. And moving into alignment with that is woo. Okay, so let's go over the natural properties of this water and of water itself. Also, allowing yourself to update your consciousness and really remind the water in your body it can be this magical through each of these properties. So, water is a portal that exists in every dimension and can receive and transmit consciousness from any dimension. Okay. And this means that water is actually infinite. So, a friend of mine who developed structuring watering devices, and he worked for the government for 40 years and with four different species of aliens, like bringing alien technology onto the planet. He was the interdimensional beings, the beings from higher dimensions, were giving him information about how to travel through dimensions. And so he would receive the mathematics of it and the physics of it because he's a quantum physicist as well. And then he'd be like, okay, that's really great for you in the dimension where you are and where you come from, but that doesn't work here. It's too dense, and there's, it's we function from a different scientific thing here, right? So, what he was in charge of was actually creating machines that would allow humans to interdimensionally travel. Now, it was for the government, so it was probably for some nefarious reason, but yeah, exactly, because they're silly. Send them love and bless them. Okay. But what he found is when he activated this machine, he would have, buildings disappear. He would have cars drive through them. You would phase shift from the dimension in which you were at into these other dimensions when you activated this machine that would dimensionally phase shift you and travel you. But the water always remained. So take a breath and just breathe that in. He found that if there was a body of water, the water was still there no matter what dimension they phase shifted into. Okay, so that actually led him to the work he's doing now, which is he asked these high dimensional beings what would be the greatest gift for humanity. And they said, structuring water. Well, why? Because structuring water, it eliminates all the cellular memory in water so it can be free to transmit frequencies from any dimension because it exists in all dimensions. So, right now, what if this water body exists in all dimensions already? And what if your consciousness is that interdimensional travel machine? Okay, so go ahead and take a breath and just breathe that in. And go ahead and say I and state your name. Whew. Now accept the truth. The water that my body is made of already exists in any and all dimensions. It is receiving and transmitting frequency, vibration, and energy from all dimensions. And it has that capacity, right? So take a breath and just breathe that in. Take a moment with that to just go, whoa, wait, body made of water already exists in all dimensions. I thought my body was the slow one. Right? Like, come on, body, get on board. It's like body's like, I'm already on board. You get on board. I'm made of water and I exist in all dimensions. All I, require is for you to use your consciousness to arrive in those dimensions, and I arrive with you. The body's like, the water in the body's like, hey, it's easy for me. Just click on the coordinates and I'm there. So take a breath and just breathe that in, that this beautiful form of magical substance called water that you're made of, it's not resisting you. It's not holding on to dimensions. It's free. It's open and it's willing. It's a spaceship that can go move into any dimension of your choosing. Good. Another breath, just softening into that and inviting all your interdimensional aspects that come from other dimensions to begin coming in to just remind you of this beautiful truth. And with the inhale, you're just receiving that. And with the exhale, you're effortlessly allowing everything from this dimension to move to the outside of your cathedral. Good. Yes. Okay. So the next magical property of water is that water is naturally healing. It's in a natural, effortless, instant phase of healing in every moment. So if there's a lower vibrating glass of water and a higher vibrating glass of water, the lower vibrating glass of water rises to the higher if they're next to each other, even in different glasses. They communicate through space and they talk to each other, and whoever's the highest wins, not the other way around. Okay, so take a breath and just breathe that in. That water that your body is actually made of, it's always naturally raising to the higher. And, we get to aspire to be the highest vibrating consciousness for that water, right? Makes sense because it's responding to us. So take a breath and just breathe that in, that the water in your body that your body's made of is like, oh, you're coming from there. I got you. I'll meet you there, and it's instantly raising to the higher and it's effortless. Good. So the water in your body that's naturally raising to the highest in a way it's like source embodied serving in the highest, right? And it's life serving life. It's like, all right, we're going to be, you're bringing in the higher dimensional consciousness, we're up leveling to the higher. It's like the body becomes this beautiful fluid vehicle of any dimension you are placing your consciousness. How amazing is that? So, since your consciousness is everything here and everything that's here is consciousness based, there's no such thing as a reality based anything. It's all consciousness based. So, since your consciousness is of the most importance here in this dimension, if your in any dimension, if your consciousness is placed into separation, the water then has to reflect separation. Okay, so we we interrupt the natural healing properties of water with our separation consciousness, right? We tell it, oh, no, no, don't just be amazing and full of light and love and infinite energy, because every drop of water is actually made of infinite energy. I don't know if you know that, but it's the key to infinite energy. It's it. So we're actually made of water, and water is infinite energy already. So that's another key point. Okay, so yet since our consciousness is the first thing that says, hey, you got to follow, wherever I am, if our consciousness is placed in separation, we're telling the water to be a lower vibrating glass of water. And it listens to us because it's here to obey our consciousness. So take a breath and just breathe that in. That we're the only ones placing our water inside anything that is limited. If we didn't, it wouldn't do that, because it needs our conscious directive to be like, hey, get down here, be distorted, get out of your natural healing abilities. You don't raise to the highest, come down where my consciousness is. So water is trying to heal everything it comes in contact with. So when there's a higher vibrating glass of water and a lower, right? That the water passes through everything and it grabs all the lower energies and it tries to heal and transform them and move them out of the space, right? So it tries to collect and store, trying to take it out of environments, trying to take it out of your consciousness, trying to take it out of your space, out of your being. It's like always is this beautiful, intelligent being that's like, I got you even when you don't got you. And I'm going to do my best to really take this out and try to flush it away from your system. And so it's working in tandem with God and with the ascension spiral to bring you higher and higher and higher and higher by, whoa, gathering, collecting, and peeing out the the stuff that's not serving you. So water holds memory, okay? And it holds on average 21 lifetimes of memory before it becomes a gas, becomes clouds, and then rains down magic, right? Now, in the process of becoming clouds, it releases all the information, becomes pure again, and then rains down. So it on average gets recycled 21 lifetimes before it can become a gas, become cleared, turn into a cloud, and then come back pure. So take a breath into that your body is doing the best it can, and it's holding the cellular memory for you to try to get rid of it. Yeah. And that's why working with structuring water is so beautiful, because you're taking those 21 lifetimes that it's not your lifetimes, its lifetimes. Like it's been through 21 different environments. It's been through all these different bodies and spaces to grab all this stuff to take it out, right? So when you structure water, you're clearing all that memory. So that's kind of a device that you can use to clear the memory, or your consciousness, because you're inside the God of who you are, can clear that memory just by being. So you can be the structuring device as well. And there's a mathematical sort of aspect to this as well. When a structuring device structures water, it spins the vortex of the water, and the molecules of the water one way, which is clockwise, and anti-clockwise. So you get this double spin, and the water goes cool, wah, and it's like it becomes God and then just blows everything out of the water. And then you have water without any memory. So then it's available to do crazy healing again, and it's available to exist in all dimensions, because when it's structured, it has no dimensional placement. It's not stuck anywhere. It's free to access the full spectrum of infinity and help serve you in an infinite way. So it opens up that magical capacity of the water. And as you're being aligned with God, you become the structuring device that opens up all the magical frequencies and dimensions of water. And that's what your body's made of. It is so cool. Exactly. So, water exists in all states of matter. And this is another beautiful aspect. Thank you, Metatron. You're so amazing, playing a hand in creating water, being like, this is how it flows. So, it's solid, liquid, and gas, right? Therefore, being a perfect playground for creation, because it can access all dimensions and it exists in all states of matter. So, as the energy of source in every dimension of the ascension, it means that all those energies from this spiral, from this ascension into higher dimensions, can be received through all the states, through the solid, through the liquid, and through the gas, through water. And it's my sense that water inside of itself holds a different kind of memory. God. It's like water's going, oh, I remember, if you'll let me, that I am the I am, and that all is the I am. Now, you may have, as a being, gone, hey, I am the I am in spirit, but your water inside your body, that your body's made of, is you're now accessing the consciousness where the water can also say, and I am the I am, that I am. So take a breath into that and just see if you can see where those dimensionally, where those two meet and merge. And take a breath, breathing that into the space and just allowing that beautiful So it's like God is within the soul and God is within all creation. That's kind of like what water is saying. Water is saying, hey, God is in everything. See? Look at how I function. Jazz hands. I'm magic. So taking a breath, breathing that out in. Good. Whew. So the other download that Metatron has given me around water as well, it's the perfect ascension vehicle because it exists in all states of matter. It holds cellular memory. So it holds the memory of, hey, I come from God, and that it has it inside of itself. And then it also has all the cellular memory from everything, all the record keeping of humanity. So in some ways, it becomes sort of the Akashic records. And in the this isn't our first version of Earth, right? So we've had different versions that we're working through an ascension spiral, and we're now in this version of Earth moving to the next layer and level of ascension. And so, what if the ice and the um, glaciers and the oceans and the springs, what if they're actually being the consciousness, the living intelligence of all that's been learned from all the other versions of Earth? And yeah, it's kind of wild, right? And of course, everything's made of God. So inside of it, it also has the wisdom of everything. It's like, whoa. Good. So just take a breath and just allow yourself to know what you actually know about that. Whew. Good. Another breath. And breathing that in. Good. So, you know, water becomes this living gift of intelligence, divinity, and wisdom. And inside of it, it goes, hey, I know God, and I'm also here to capture all the ways in which we return to God and then disseminate it through all the water. Now, this planet is also made of water. So, I mean, physically, at least 70% water, right? And they're all the water is a being that's fully connected. So it's all in communication, all in receiving with each other. That's quite something, right? And then it's also infinite, so it's spanning all dimensions. So this water becomes a gift from Mother Earth in her ascension as well because it's holding the memory of being God and all the tools of how to be there and get there and receive that. I mean, wow. Oof. And it's so amazing that it can meet you in any dimension. You need to act out some separation. I'll just come in and I'll pretend, but I'm really fluid. I'm going to capture the cellular memory and I'm going to be escorted out. So, what if, as you become active in the truth about water and you begin really working with the magic of your water, you can assist it and help it along? You can be like, yay, I'm receiving like this infinite, waterfall rising and rising and rising. And I'm with the waterfall, like I'm with God flowing it through so that all the stuff from this dimension, it just doesn't stick. It just moves through the space and flows like water, right? Exactly. So we already know, thanks to uh, Dr. Emoto's work about how water responds to consciousness. So he did experiments with water and he asked students to think expansive, loving thoughts and energy into the water. And that water became these gorgeous, beautiful, crystalline, note that for later, crystalline aspects of water. It was like, oh my God, gorgeous sacred geometry. Wow. And then he asked his students to think contractive negative thoughts into the water. And the water on a molecular level looked distorted and gross and sickly and not okay, right? So our water, we can already see underneath the microscope, it responds to consciousness and it holds cellular memory. So there is, God is source is always listening. Don't think for one moment that you're not the consciousness of the universe and everything's not listening to you, because it is. And the water in our body shows us, hey, it's listening and it's also helping transform. So it's going, hey, this is the creator that you're being right now. You're not choosing, you're on automatic and you're thinking these horrible things about life and you and God and the universe and whatever. I mean, I'll listen to that, right? And I'll reflect it back to you because your consciousness is important. And in the same moment, I love you so much. I'm going to take it into me and I'm going to do my very best to take it away from you and to flush it out of your field, out of your consciousness, and out of your being, because I work for God. God gave me an amazing directive to serve you in the highest. And so that's what I'm here for. I've got to give you the picture, but secretly, I'm also going to grab this stuff and escort it out. So, since our bodies are made of this magic in all these dimensions, we're either blessing our infinite eternal water in our bodies with our divine consciousness and allowing it to be what it is, the embodiment of God in all dimensions. Or we're asking the water to be distorted and reflect separation consciousness instead. Exactly. Yes. And why would we do that? Yes. So, okay. So take a breath and just all these beautiful properties of magic. Whew. Good. And go ahead and say, I now accept the truth. I am made of magic. This magic is what my body is made of. It exists in all dimensions. It can receive from all dimensions. Good. It is naturally serving me in the highest. Good. Taking a breath, breathing that in. Whew. If given the opportunity, it will raise to the highest vibration of my consciousness. And it's easy for the water to do so. Good. Now take a breath and just, again, breathing in that magic and export with your exhale all the effort, because it's easy for water. Your ego has made it hard for you. Good. Take a breath and breathe in the true gift, the true truth of the ease of the flow of the ascension, how easy it is to receive, ascend, and arrive in a different dimension. And go ahead and say, I now accept the truth. It is not true that it's a struggle for this body to ascend, to raise to the highest vibration. That's what my ego made up. Doesn't have anything to do with my body. Good. And as your being as big as a cathedral, now let's place this consciousness into the body. Go ahead and say, body, I give you permission to release all the information from the ego that I thought was me, that isn't real and isn't true and isn't you. Good. Taking another breath. Body, you can let it all go. There you go. Body, you can let it all go. Good. Water in the body, you can let it all go. Let it all go. Let it all go. Good. Another breath. Good. Now, as we're opening up this pure magical embodiments. The angels are also wanting to bring in the truth about your brain. Okay. Your brain is an extremely powerful conscious instrument. It is has infinite dimensions, infinite availability. It's instant. It's quite something. And another thing, it's made of almost all water. Okay. So if you can raise your consciousness to the highest vibration and knowing that this body is made of water and the brain is pure water, could you fill that beautiful water brain with this light from the highest dimension and the love from the highest dimension, the consciousness from the highest dimension, so that the water in the brain becomes a holy chalice of divinity, like a interdimensional highway of light. Hey, when it's open, right? When it's open. So take another breath. And the angels and Metatron also really want to point out the difference between your brain, this chalice of holy magical water existing in all dimensions, and the ego, which you might have called yourself. And then, so either those ego programs are being imported into the brain, into something called the mind, which is really just a mechanism of how you utilize your consciousness, right? Placed into the water within your brain and then executing those, or you allow the brain to be this divine water and you become the conscious being who witnesses all of the quantum magical abilities of this water through the brain. So, what if instead of an ego viewing the brain, calling it a mind and calling it you and calling you a program, you went, no, ego, you don't belong in the brain. I'm going to release you to the outside of me. And instead, I'm going to be the divinity that I am from all the interdimensional aspects of me as a witness to God, which is, and a witness to the infinite magic of this holy chalice. And I'm going to let this chalice be infinite. And I invite it to effortlessly raise to the highest dimension because that's what brains do when they're not told what to do. They receive the greatest level of ease, the most ease-filled path, and they walk that path. So when we have an ego in the way, we train it backwards, and then it has to follow our consciousness just like the water does. Okay, so go ahead and say, beautiful Michael, will you now separate within my consciousness the difference between the water brain that is magic and holy and infinite and the ego? And I ask that these two be separate in my awareness through all time and space, dimensions, and realities. And I invite my beautiful brain of magic, made of water, to be infinite. And I get to be the being that watches the miracles and magic manifest through this beautiful, magical water brain. So, in that sense, your being is becoming the conscious witness of this up leveling versus letting the ego come in and go, I got some ideas. This is how you do stuff. This is how you heal a body. This is how you fix stuff. Hold on. Where are you getting all your information from, Mr. Ego? Ah, this dimension, huh? Thanks, not interested. Right? And if you look at how the ego presents healing, oh my gosh, it's so hard. It's not ease-filled. It's not easy. It's not fun. It's not joyful. It's a lot of hard work. It takes time, right? It comes with all this information and then tries and programs that inside the water, inside your brain for your brain to assimilate and to disseminate, to like give to the rest of the cells in your body. And those water cells are, collecting that cellular memory and then acting that out. So you can do it differently now. You can be the being of divinity, the I am that's a witness to this holy chalice of magic. And you get to ask that consciousness questions just like you would ask God or the universe. Hey, show me the pathway of light into wholeness and perfect health. And it goes, "Oh, thanks, you're actually asking. I will show you." And that water in the brain, since it's infinite, goes, "I got a pathway." And it starts to be the full spaceship that it is when you're not invested in any dimension. It can surf through, find this, bring it in, help you arrive there. So when the water is storing all this cellular memory and emotions and all of that, you're invested in the dimension in which the problem or the disease or the unhealthiness or whatever, you're invested in the dimension in which those things exist and will continue. Okay, so take a breath and just breathe that in. And again, go ahead and say, "Body, I love you so much. And I give you permission to release all the cellular memory from the ego program that I accidentally thought was me. I am the conscious observer of the power, magic, freedom, light, and love of God. That is my job. I watch the magic and miracles happen. And I get to be in awe. Oh, and I get to be blessed. And I get to be joyful. And I get to be loved. Good. That's good. And you can see how incredibly different that brain, when you're the conscious observer, gets to be versus ecosystem. Completely different. Your brain learns differently than your ego presents. So don't let the ego in because it'll muck the whole thing up. Brain's made of water, raises to the highest dimension, magic is flowing. That dimension in wholeness or health or whatever, now it's coming into the space. Why? Well, because you've connected to that consciousness, you're witnessing from that consciousness. You know you're working with infinite water and you're watching the water find its neural pathways and its ways and its divinity and arriving into the space. And guess what? It's so ease filled, it's going to, your ego is going to be like, "What the?" It's like so filled with bliss. You're like, "This is so easy and so fun and so blissful. Why did I ever allow the ego to drag me into something that was hard, that took time, that was tiresome when my consciousness is everything?" So the more you play with this, the more you'll get used to playing in this way to where all of this is this ease filled. Good. Yes. Yeah. So in a moment, you guys, we're going to do an activation to activate your infinite water body using the wave of Metatron. Metatron's really excited to do this with you. And can you already sense and feel that there's a vibration that's awakening within you? Like the magic within the water's going, "Oh, somebody's seeing me." Oh, and it's all about consciousness, which means if they're seeing me and they know what I can be, then they can empower me to be that. And I can fly and we can fly together. Oh my God, it is so incredibly awesome. I'm so excited for all of you. So, how many of you guys have had the experience of working with that ecosystem and then just trying to create transformation or change and like just not having it stick or not having it work? Yeah, I mean, one of the things I've noticed after working with folks for, over 200,000 people from all over the world is so many of you guys have done such a tremendous amount of healing work. You've read the books, you've taken the courses, attended the retreats, you've had all kinds of breakthroughs, but it still feels like there's something missing or there's something that hasn't fully landed. Can anyone relate to that? Anyone? Yeah. Okay. First stop, it's not because you're doing anything wrong. Okay, so take a breath and just breathe that in and relax. Okay, another breath, just breathing in. You are not doing anything wrong. And it's not because you're broken or don't work. Oh, we might have somebody that got off mute here. Tina can take care of that for me. Good, thank you. But it's because understanding something and actually being and embodying something are actually two totally different things. The mind can understand I'm infinite till the cows come home, yet where's the infinity, right? Where's the embodiment of it? So understanding is part of it because you need to be able to know that it's true and get that sense like, okay, yet what you need also is all the frequency, all the bathing in it, all the induction into it, all the true sense of deep divine direct connection. So what if transformation isn't just happening in your mind? What if your brain and the water in your body is actually an intelligent embodiment of the magic and wisdom of God? And what if the water within your body is actually participating in this process? Now we know our bodies are made of water, but what makes the water respond to this information, this intention, this frequency, this sound in this environment? That's actually what shifts the water, right? It shifts the presence and the being and the dimension in which you're coming from, which means that transformation is not simply about changing thoughts. It may be about bringing your entire system into this greater coherence. When coherence happens, life begins to flow much differently because you're not working at it and striving and trying. You're not forcing it, but you're aligned with it and you're actually receiving it. Right? Yeah, it's like this was meant to actually be an effortless journey. And what makes it effortful is when there's things in the space that aren't you. And that's your soul trying to show you don't go in the efforting direction, go in the effortless direction. Hey, okay, so we wanted to give you guys a moment before we do the Wave of Metatron activation, opening up that infinite water for some Q&A with you guys. So I'm going to pop on over here, and if you have any questions about the materials or want to share something that you're just opening up into because of what you've heard here today, we'd love to hear from you. Anybody have a hand that they would like to raise? Giving you guys a moment here. Has this been fun? Yes. Oh, we're getting into the infinity of water, the magic of water. Ooh, and I love it. Kelsey's got some swords going there too. So let's see. We have, I think that's Pavlovi. I'm going to ask you to unmute, sweetie. Hi.
Hi, it's Pallavi with
Pallavi,
an F.
sorry. Yes, I'm like, it's hard to read the name too with all the light. So anyway,
Yeah.
yay, Pallavi.
Hi, Rika. Nice to see you. Thank you for this
Oh,
beautiful teaching. Yeah, it really resonated. I'm just coming out of um, I guess a period of just being in abject survival mode and trying to move through it, do healing. I did a plant ceremony at the weekend and went through past lives, went through my mom's experience, went through my grandma's. And I love the idea that doesn't have to be that hard. And I was sitting in
yes.
ceremony and I was like being like, could I just release all of this? Like, I see that we have to meet it and release it. I like have felt like grief has just been pouring out of me over the last few days.
Yeah.
Um, but can it be a bit easier? Um,
I love this request, right? Because water itself raises the highest. It's always in flow. It's always looking for a crack, a way to transform. It's always, so as we work with this consciousness, we get to open up to it being much easier. And if we look at what made it hard in the first place, was any of that actually you? No.
Well, I think that's what I'm a bit stuck on because even like I was showing this past life, which I'm sure many women is an aspect of females that we were, raped, mutilated. I mean, the whole conquest and witch hunts. And
Yes.
so it might be past life, but it just might be an aspect of human history, especially as a woman. But then I'm like, well, that is me because I'm the creator. So did I create it? And it's a reflection of me. It's like, who is it? Then if it's not me, then what is it? Like, what is
Well,
it?
this is wonderful to get to this point inside of you, right? Because if you come into these things like the mutilation and the this and the that, and you think, oh my God, well, I think I had a hand in creating this, that I chose it, then we definitely have some consciousness to rearrange here. So go ahead and take a breath into that, sweetie. Just would you be willing just to pause or suspend the idea that you're the one that actually created this just for a moment? Just give yourself some space. Let the infinite water kind of come into your water body. Let the space of your being expand into your cathedral. And let's go ahead and ask beautiful Archangel Michael. So go ahead and say, Archangel Michael,
Archangel Michael,
did I create
did I create
any of the things
any of the things
that have caused harm on this planet?
that have caused harm on this planet?
Does any of it belong to me?
Any of it belong to me? Mm.
Or do
I
I
guess,
come? Yeah.
or do I? Sorry, I follow you.
Yeah. Do I come from a different dimension
Or do I come from a different dimension
in which none of this harm exists?
in which none of this harm exists?
Yeah. And what are you feeling, beautiful Michael, bringing in for you?
Um, that maybe my soul has come from a different dimension, but my body's made of this earth, so it has like the soil of what is on this earth.
Yeah.
So
So that would be a great ego idea to really pin it inside that magical water body and make sure that you live inside the container of harm. All right. So the first step is we look into your soul, which is who you are. You're not this body and you're not the experiences from this lifetime, right? You're a being that came from a different dimension and you came here to be who you are and where you're from to update this consciousness, right? So remember, everything's consciousness based. So this dimension was created for the experience of separation to then release that experience and return to the oneness and the wholeness. Now, you came to bring the oneness and the wholeness. So, what if inside of you, you're not the cause of any of this? You've actually always carried within you the energetic solution to all this. What if you're the gift?
wow,
Yeah. Go ahead.
wow, just wow. Like what? Yeah, that would be a wow.
Yeah, good. And feel how light it is. Can you feel how much you've just lightened in this just moment? Like, oh my God, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So you know it's true because it's crazy light. And God is very light. So this is God talking to you like, hey, yes, follow the lightness. This is true.
Yeah.
So take a
I
breath
guess
and
I got stuck in this concept, which is a lot of my consciousness work and teachings that everything's a reflection. And
yes. Now,
so whatever's happening is a reflection of it, of aspects inside of me.
well,
So I try to
that
take
that can be a
responsibility for everything.
beginning part of the ascension path where people need to face things that they have acted out because it was done to them, but that doesn't actually create the freedom. Because if we're still connected and attached to those things and believe that we are them, we can't get beyond who we believe we are. We can't reach into the light of God and then clear everything away because we're saying, no, this is who I am. This is what I did. This is what I created. And so by making it personal, you're actually taking the stuff from this dimension that was here before you got here and then placing it inside of you. So, would you be willing to release all of the fault and blame and accusation, all of you guys, that you've put onto your being about how you're the one that's created all the harm and all the separation in any way?
I mean, I would love to release that.
Well,
Really strip the
it's a
pirate.
choice. It's a choice and it's your consciousness. So it begins with a yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Yay, we got you on God's side here. Okay, source's side. So take a breath and just breathe that in and go and say I and state your name.
I, Pallavi,
Now accept the
Stacey Miller,
truth
now accept the truth.
that all the harm and separation
All the harm and separation
that I believed I created
that I believed I created
was all here before I got here.
was all here before I got here.
I am the doorway out of all that.
I am the doorway out of all of that.
I come from a dimension in which none of this exists.
I come from a dimension in which none of this exists.
Good. And feel into that. In the dimension in which you come from, is separation actually a thing? No. You couldn't make it
No.
up if you tried. You'd be like, I got an idea, and there's no energy for it. It's like, I'm one again. I'm one with all of God again. So take a breath and just breathe that in. And go
Yeah,
ahead and
I
say,
guess
I now accept the truth.
I now accept the truth.
None of this separation has anything to do with who I am.
None of this separation has anything to do with who I am.
So, separation, I love you,
Separation, I love you,
but you don't belong to me.
but you don't belong to me.
You have nothing to do with who I am.
You have nothing to do with who I am.
You're not a reflection of me.
You're not a reflection of me.
Good. I'm not
Ooh,
from this dimension.
I'm not from this dimension.
I'm from the angelic realm
I'm from the angelic realm,
in which separation doesn't even exist.
in which separation doesn't even exist.
Woo! So I stand with who I am.
So I stand with who I am.
I stand with God.
I stand with God,
And all of Source is already standing for me.
and all of Source is already standing for me.
Yeah, good. Good. There you go. And go ahead and say water within my body.
Water within my body.
I give you permission to clear all the cellular memory
I give you permission to clear all the cellular
that
memory
I told you to hang on to,
that I told you to hang on to.
that we had anything to do with separation.
But we had anything to do with separation. Oh,
Good. There you go. Yawns are always great. There you go. It's updating that water in the brain. There you go. Smiling into it and just allowing this beautiful love to love you. Because if you believe that you're the cause of all the worst things in the universe, well, you're going to block love because you don't deserve it.
yeah,
Right? But now that you're recognizing who you are, it's like, oh my God, I came here to stand for love. And when you really look at it, right, when you choose from Source's infinite menu, when you're present and choosing for you, you choose love, you choose magic, you choose joy, you choose everything that's beautiful and amazing. So it's
Mm,
the program that was telling you and showing you and trying to, demonstrate to you that you've chosen separation and you've been so bad and awful. It's like, wait, that happened automatically. I wasn't even there to choose, right? So what happens is we come in from another dimension, and in order to unlock this place, we pretend that we are it and we experience those loops, and then we dissolve it all back into love, and it brings in the consciousness and the doorways back to everybody's divinity.
mm,
So we did a great
okay.
job. Well done.
Wow. When you said,
Yeah.
when you asked me, does separation exist where you come from? I got better, we got better things to do, like creating dolphins and universes. Like,
I love it. Now
yeah.
you're getting a sense of who you are.
Hmm.
Wow. And then combine with the tools of working with the magic of your body, know that it's absorbing and up leveling and on God's ascension path. Now you're working with God, with all of God and an embodied God. Look at how much more powerful you get to be from this moment forward.
Mm.
Whew. And how much more free.
Yeah.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you so much for that beautiful
Thank you.
question. So we have Wilma next. Hello, beautiful Wilma.
Can you hear me?
I can. Hi, gorgeous
Awesome.
angel.
Hi. I apologize, my camera is not functioning properly. I raised my hand. I don't know if you remember me, but I was with you from when you started way, way back in your Access Consciousness days. So
Wow.
I raised my hand because one
Thank
of
you for
the
hanging
things
in there for all these 20 years. Oh my
I
God.
know, and you still look the exact same as you did back then. I'm jealous. So anyway, I raised my hand because I realized even though I drink way more water than than they say you should for your body weight. Now, mind you, I'm crawling up. I'll be 69 in a few weeks. Um, my skin still looks dehydrated, like not just my face, but even my arms. So it's almost like I'm drinking the water. And so I've been suspecting maybe it's not going directly to my cells where it's supposed to, that there's something blocking it. Here's what's interesting. So I raised my hand to ask you, will either the activation you're going to do or what we did so far this evening address this, since it's actually like a physical thing, right? But what you just said to the lovely lady you were just talking to,
Yes.
you said something to her that kind of like I think was meant for me to hear. You said if you've been blocking love because you don't deserve it.
Oh,
I did not realize I was doing that. So
oh.
now I'm wondering if that's what's been causing the water.
Isn't
Um,
isn't that something?
yeah,
Yeah. And so, yeah, when you look at it, so when we believe we are an ego or a program, that thing is quite vicious and quite destructive. Anytime it presents an automatic, it's like it's always a jail cell, and it's always a everything trying to stay the same and or a projection, and there's no receiving in it, right? So anytime we let that separate I take over and say, this is who I am, I really hate this, or I don't like this, or I'm scared of this, or I hate, I don't like this person, or blah, blah, blah. When we let ourselves do that, we're telling the water to like take away possibilities, to solidify us in separation, to make us feel unworthy, to do all these things to reflect back to us the dysfunction of this program that isn't even us and isn't even ours. So, first off, would you be willing to just look into, like, have you ever chosen harm from Source's infinite menu because you thought it would be a really fun, enjoyable experience?
absolutely not.
Exactly. So take a breath into that. Just breathe that in, you guys, and go and say, I now accept the truth.
I now accept the truth.
I've never chosen separation
I've never chosen separation
from Source's infinite menu.
from Source's infinite menu.
It was presented to me automatically,
It was presented to me automatically,
and I accidentally became it.
and I accidentally became it.
I never chose it.
I never chose it.
Good. Take a breath and just cleanse yourself, because you guys love Source. You love the divine so much that if you believed you were a participant, you'd be like punishing yourself for all of an eternity, because God is everything to you, right? So take a breath into that and just allow that beautiful clarity and clarification, clearing all the information that has you believing that you're the cause, or it's your fault, or you've chosen it. And go ahead and say, I choose love.
I choose love,
And I choose love again and again and again.
and I choose love again and again and again and again.
Yes. And that's beautiful. I am beautiful.
That's a hard thing for me to say. That's beautiful, and I am beautiful. Before menopause, I would say yes. After menopause, it's like hard to get back into that. Anyway, you just said something that, and I realize I have to work with the loving myself and thinking I'm beautiful. You just said something when what brought up about me not choosing is I've led like my younger years, like for decades, I lived a lot of traumatic experiences
Yeah.
that I've tried not to let them affect me. But I
Hmm.
guess on some level, unconsciously, I have absorbed something.
Yeah. Well, and it makes sense, right? Anything that we've ever been through that we couldn't stand in love becomes a program that gets programmed into the cellular memory of the water within our body until we interrupt the program with the truth. Actually, we chose and agreed to all this before we came. Actually, this was for God, for love, and for humanity that I experienced this in the first place. And so I give it all back to love. And it wasn't real or true. The fear is not real. The hurt is not real. The anger is not real. I am here to stand for love and to choose love and forgiveness for me, for everything and everyone. And guess what? God's standing with me. So I got all the power of the universe standing in that. So everything else, guess what? I get to let you all go. Good. So, with this, first, would you be willing just to forgive yourself for believing that you were the cause of any of this?
Absolutely, yes.
Good. Whew. And go ahead and state your name, everyone.
I, Wilma Marie Ross,
Forgive myself.
I
forgive
must
myself.
forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
I forgive
I
myself.
forgive
I
myself.
forgive myself.
Taking a breath, breathing that in. And guess what? We can ask Michael, hey, has God already forgiven me? And you get the sense like, oh yeah, because it doesn't exist. So take a breath into that you're already forgiven. You don't need to hold yourself hostage. You don't need to punish yourself any further. You don't need to make yourself unworthy of receiving who you are, which is love itself, for 1 second more. Good. Taking a breath, breathing that love into the space. There we go. And the exhale, just escorting out all the information of all the separation that never had anything to do with you. And just imagine that there's this divine river coming through the inside of your cathedral. And it's, you know what? Everything's just flowing away, flow into the outside, carrying all this information to the outside of you to go back into this dimension of separation. Guess what? With the energy of healing and transformation and the directive on how to get out. Because we just gave it the directive. So now the consciousness knows. And then water spreads that consciousness through everyone because everyone's made of water. Whoa.
I felt that I wasn't repeating what you were saying because I was feeling as if I was very aware. It was like my body was absorbing every word as you were saying it.
I
Like
could feel that
it was
too.
just saturating as I was listening to the words. I was owning them and allowing them, but I wasn't
Yeah.
interesting. I wasn't repeating them. I was just, I was receiving them. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Look at
Thank you. Thank
that.
you. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome, love. You're welcome. Okay, so we have our next hand up. I'm going to ask you to unmute. And let's see. Isabella? Is that?
Yes.
Hi, beautiful Isabella.
I I just wanted to say, wow, both of the last two callers are just, there must be like a theme happening because I'm going through exactly the same thing.
Mm.
And I've had a few things come up in the last couple of weeks that have really been like poking into my shame wounds and like rubbing salt into that wound there. And when you were talking about um harm and then punishing yourself, it's like Yeah, all of that has just been like just slapping me right in the face the last couple of weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the thing that I see too about beings like you and I is that we come from such gentleness and kindness, from such a divine, blissful love that, and such an honoring of God. Like, no light being is here because they don't honor God over everything. Like, we came here to be like, I know God in like a full embodied way where that's what we came here to be. That's what we came here to deliver. And we're so in love with it. We're so devoted. It's everything. And so what can happen is that an ego, you participate in this dimension, and then an ego can come in and go, wow, look at who you are. And then the shame is like pummeling, where you're like, blah, because you love God so much. Now, all that energy of love is like almost like ego reflected it back to you as if you're not that love and you're not honoring that love and you're not who you are. And it can be like a freaking lot, right?
Yeah, like I've grown up feeling like a monster.
Yes. Now, I just so you know, I also grew up believing I was a monster. Okay. I don't have that anymore. I'm like, wow, the beauty, the light, the love, the joy. Right? And the more that I'm here with you guys and the more I'm in these retreats, it's like, wow, such angelic divinity. So doing the work actually works. You know, the more you can do the work, the more it actually works. So that being said, let's do this, you guys. Go ahead and say, I now invoke
I now invoke
all of the shame
all of the shame
that the ego
that the ego
has projected onto me
has projected onto me
about who I am,
about who I am,
what I've done,
what I've done,
and how I'm a monster.
and how I'm a monster.
Good. And we also connect that to all the information seen or unseen, known or unknown, felt or unfelt, heard or unheard. Good. Now, have you ever chosen from Source's infinite menu to be a monster?
No.
Okay, so what if what's happening is you're a being that's aware that the program is monstrous?
Okay.
Okay, so take a breath into that. Good. And go ahead and say, I and state your name.
I, Isabella,
Now accept the truth.
now accept the truth.
I am a being of light,
I am a being of light,
aware of the darkness.
aware of the darkness.
I am not the darkness.
I am not the darkness.
I am the light.
I am the light.
There you go. Take a breath and breathe that light in. Further informing your beautiful, miraculous water that it can raise in its light levels, in its vibration as you accept the truth of the angel of light that you came here to be and that you are. Ah, good, good. Taking another breath and go ahead and say I and state your name.
I, Isabella,
Now accept the truth.
now accept the truth.
I am the space of God,
I am the space of God,
not the density
not the density
from the ego.
from the ego.
Good. Taking a breath into that space and releasing and letting go of all that density. Good. And go ahead and say I and state your name.
I, Isabella,
Now accept the truth.
now accept the truth.
I have never chosen
I have never chosen
separation ever.
separation ever.
I came here to be the light,
I came here to be the light,
to be the love,
to be the love,
to be the God I am,
to be the God I am,
the kindness and the love,
the kindness and the love,
the beauty, the divinity.
the beauty, the divinity.
And that's what I choose.
And that's what I choose.
And that's what I've always chosen.
And that's what I've always chosen.
I am not the program.
I am not the program.
Program is the monster.
The program is the
and
monster,
I'm not the monster.
and I'm not the monster.
Just because I'm aware of the monster doesn't mean I am the monster.
Just because I'm aware of the monster doesn't mean I am the monster.
And you know, if you look into too, Jesus said, "Know thyself." That's what Jeshua was talking about. Know that you are from God. And as you know that you are from God, then God comes from you. And so you stand in the light and don't accidentally walk outside of the light to the outside of the cathedral where all the monstrous programs and evil and unkindness exist, and then get thrown into that automatic. You know, this is the space and the time at this moment for the awakening from that. So that we stand with God, and in that we're a portal where God enters. We know we're not the program, and we shine light on the program and love it because there's nothing but love, and love everyone who's functioning from it because there's nothing but love. And then with that, the truth comes, the beings start showing up, the light beings that were taken over by egos to do harm start showing up and choosing kindness and love. So this is how we create this transformation on this planet. So thank you for being the gift of the I am presence here on earth. And thank you for every moment that you've been able to be present and to choose from Source's infinite menu.
Thank
Just,
you.
you know, from now on, anything that happens automatically, just ask it, did I choose this, or did it happen automatically? Automatic, that's a cue that it's not you and it's your awareness. Whether you thought it was you, still your awareness. You just had you wrapped up in it. So it's like, whoa, hold on. What do I choose? Get clear with your choice, because that's how you regain who you are. You know, you choose love in the face of judgment and you go, oh my God, I'm loving. And now God arrives, you know? So you deserve to give yourself that gift. This is what you came here to give. Yes?
Yes.
Yes! How are you being?
Wow.
Yes, you are. Wow. It is true. Oh, beautiful. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for your question.
Thank
Oh,
you.
amazing. Yay. Okay. So we have Sue next. I'm going to ask you to unmute, Sue.
Hi there. Good to
Hi,
see
love.
you.
Wonderful to see you, gorgeous angel.
Oh, thank you. Oh boy, I can relate to the ladies that have spoken. It has been a ride for me the last months of I don't know, you helped me see more clearly that it's not me, it's like programming that's choosing it. But it's what I'm doing is I'm very caught up in fear
Mm.
and having a hard time letting it go.
Ah, well,
And
it's important to recognize when the program's running that it's not I am doing this, it is doing this. So it's caught,
meaning ego.
meaning ego. Yeah, the program's caught
Yes.
up in it, and the program's also saying, I can't let it go. I'm having a hard time letting it go. So
Yes.
it uses the word I, but it's just showing its own self to you. Here's the program, right? I'm caught up in this and I'm having a hard time letting go. It's like, oh, that's not me because I didn't choose it from Source's infinite menu. That's it. That's the program itself. So go ahead and say, I now accept the truth. And here's the question. Are you actually resisting letting it go as a being? Or was that the ego that was holding on to it?
I'm sure the ego.
Yeah. A cute little thing. Good thing it's not you. So take a breath
Mhm.
into that. Good. And just feel inside your beautiful cathedral with Michael and Metatron, the angels all standing with you, your divine self, all your interdimensional aspects of God that you come from, all the dimensions you've played in God, all the treasure trove of you that you came in with. And let's just ask you, the real you, am I really in fear about, you know, receiving God, being in God, having God, loving? Am I actually in fear about who I am, or does that come from the program?
Program.
Yeah. So take a breath and go ahead and say, I now accept the truth.
I now accept the truth.
I am the I am.
I am the I am,
And I have no fear
and I have no fear
because I am is here
because I am is here
inside of me.
inside of me. Mm.
Good. Good. Another breath, breathing that in. Now, it does make sense that there would be fear trapped in the program itself if it hasn't been interrupted with love and truth, right? So for me, I don't have worst case scenarios or fear or look into stuff and go, oh my God, the world is going to pot and look who's president and look what's happening. I go, I stand for love.
Mhm.
Right? Because
Mm.
if I buy into what's being presented, then I become an active participant in the program, right? So
Mm.
your consciousness is everything, just like my consciousness is everything for me. So I get to go, wait, am I choosing for this to exist? Do I want to support this kind of thing existing? And I go, no. And I look into my own universe, the inside of me, and I go, does this actually exist for God? And it's like, no, none of this does. Okay, then I'm going to stand in the dimension where God stands, and I'm going to invite
Mhm.
God to stand for me where this
Mhm.
none of this exists. And that'll
Mhm.
allow you to walk between worlds and not be thrown into the polarity that's always the wrong, the right, the good, the bad, where there's separation from yourself and you're in the experience that you should be afraid of something. Because
Mhm.
if you look into it, if you were breathing God in and through you in every moment, would you have any fear about anything?
No.
No. So now you know where to find your safety. Now you know how to get out of any illusionary fear because you know that within you is the safety, love, and protection of God itself.
Mm.
Wow, take a breath, beautiful Sue, and just breathe that into the space. Invite that to come through the beautiful water in your body. And just go ahead and say, Body, I give you permission
Body, I give you permission
to release all the cellular memory
to release all the cellular memory
of fear
of fear
that I told you to reflect back to me.
that I told you to reflect back to me.
I know the truth.
I know the truth.
I am the I am,
I am the I am,
and I have no fear.
and I have no fear.
Good. So I invite you to release the fear. That's it. Good. Letting it all go. Good. Can you feel that being cleansed and cleared? Whoo, good one. Go, Sue. Woo, well done. So these are the truths in your consciousness to remind you so that you're not asking your water to reflect back fear. Everything's carried by water, right? And our bodies are made of 99% water. So when we do that, we're giving it actually a different organic field of chemistry to work with. It becomes a divine chemistry, not a fight or flight, not a adrenal push or cortisol stress, but an opening to magic and flow. It becomes, DMT starts being released where it's like, oh, I'm living in ecstasy. I'm not living in fear. So
Mm.
your body has the capacity to be this infinite dimensional instrument, but it is asking for your direction. Right. So would you be willing to stand for the truth so that you give it the right input?
Yes, I would be willing to stand for the truth.
Yes! Take a breath and breathe that in. There we go. And everyone go and say, I stand for the truth.
I stand for the truth.
I'm not interested in anything else.
I'm not interested in anything else.
Woo, the truth gives me everything.
The truth gives me everything.
Woo, I stand with God. Whew.
I stand with God,
The God that I am,
the God that I am,
and I have everything.
and I have everything.
All the love,
All the love,
all the well-being,
all the well being,
all the freedom,
all the freedom,
all the joy,
all the joy,
all the bliss.
all the bliss,
And it's all inside of me.
and it's all inside of me.
Wow. And go ahead and look into you, everyone, and just go ahead and see the I am and go ahead and say, I am
I am
beautiful.
beautiful.
There you go. And breathe that in, acknowledging the I am presence that's coming into the space and inviting that beautiful I am. Ooh. Good. And acknowledging the beautiful, magical infinity water in your body. And go ahead and look into your water and go, I am beautiful. Wow. I am love.
I am
Good.
love.
Yeah, I am magic.
I am magic.
Ooh, and I am infinite.
I am infinite.
It is easy.
It is easy.
I am blessed.
I am blessed.
I am loved.
I am loved.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Good. Woohoo! Go Sue. Well done,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Well done. Okay, so we're just for the sake of time here, we're going to get into the activation, my love. But if you have a question, we got a Zoom user here. Feel free to email it in, and I can reach out to you so you can send it there. All right, so we're going to mute you here, sweetie, and we're going to get into this beautiful activation using the Wave of Metatron. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so take a deep breath, everyone, and just feel again into that beautiful, magical being that you are. That internal sanctuary of God. That inside of you, you can have it anyway. And so you choose God. And guess what? So it is for you. Go taking a breath, breathing that in. Whew. And notice that all of these issues and problems and this and that were actually from this dimension. They were actually from the outside world, not the inside world. And the ascension is an inside job. Transforming your life, it's an inside job. Your body and the magic within your body and that water up leveling to the highest dimension, inside job, not an outside job, right? And it's the consciousness that you come from that then gives that gift back to your body, back to your being, back to your environment. It goes, hey, I know God because I'm standing in God right here. I'm an opening for source to enter. And when you are a being that is observing from source, then the other beings go, hey, wait, I know that about me too. And then the universe, this world, and the illusion of separation collapses, and the presence of God emerges and begins to arrive as the dominant energy here, the dominant reality. Okay, so we're taking another breath into the inside of you, and how inside of you, you already have it all, and you're already being it all. Good. Your cathedral is as big as the universe, and that beautiful infinite water, that magical water is in this inside your cathedral as your body. Good. Feeling Michael and Metatron inside of you. Good. And go ahead and say, I now invite Archangel Michael to clear all my cords and attachments, remove all Klingons and entities, parasites and contracts from all of my chakras. There you go. Now take a breath back into beautiful Michael as all these cords are being cut and all these beautiful interdimensional aspects of you are coming into the space where all your chakras, all your energy centers are free. Whew. Where the water is free to be as magical as it is, to raise to the highest vibration, to be a portal, to open to all the dimensions of God and source, for God and source from the highest dimensions to come in through every cell of your water. clearing and cleaning all those beautiful chakras. That's it. Good. And go ahead and say, beautiful Metatron. Thank you for being here. Metatron, would you be willing to touch and spark my Omega chakra? Now, your Omega chakra is below your root chakra, so feel that Omega chakra as Metatron comes in and just begins stirring and sparking that beautiful Omega chakra. And we're going to see that Metatron is spinning it in a counterclockwise direction. And all this beautiful light is coming through the space. There we go. We're going to take a breath, just breathing through your cathedral, a pool of that light that Metatron has sparked in your Omega chakra to come spinning up through your spine. Good. Spinning up through the space as you lean back into that. And then exhaling out, clearing and cleansing. Opening up that first wave of Metatron. Good. Feeling that Omega chakra as it's spinning counterclockwise. Touched by God. See that light. There you go. And feel that beautiful light spinning up through your spine, weaving through your energetic signatures, through your energetic system. I don't want to call it a nervous system. It's a system of light. It just got misprogrammed. There we go, through the beautiful sacred water, bringing light into the water from the Omega chakra all the way up. Wah, good. Opening up that waterfall of spinning energy as you take another breath from that Omega chakra, spinning clockwise up. And as it spins, it's flinging out all the information inside the water within your body that isn't serving God. Good. And go ahead and say, body, I give you permission to release all the information from the cellular memory of your water. Let it all go, all the cellular memory clear. All the cellular memory from this dimension clear from the water in my water body. Good. And now we're going to invite beautiful Metatron. Metatron, would you be willing to touch and spark my Alpha chakra? So the Alpha chakra is actually above your crown, and Metatron's going to spin this one clockwise. So seeing that beautiful clockwise spin and that beautiful raining down of spiral light, coming down into the space, coming down through your spine, rooting and bringing into the center of that space this beautiful wave of the highest consciousness and light of God. There you go. Now connecting in with that Alpha chakra, again, that's spinning counterclockwise. Oh, let's do this 3 times. Metatron wants me to do this. All right. So again, to the Alpha chakra, spinning clockwise. There you go. Taking another breath. Inviting that clockwise spin to come down through the water in your body. And go ahead and say, body, I give you permission to clear all the cellular memory from your infinite water. And I invite your water to be infinite. Good. Good. Another breath, spinning that light down as it comes through, clearing and cleansing and bringing the restoration of this beautiful dimension of God that this water comes from, that it is actually the embodiment of God. And guess what? It's inside of you. And now you're letting it be God. Whew, as infinite as God is, whew, as magical as God is, whew, as free as God is, feeling that spiral coming down through your beautiful chakras and all the water in your body, clearing and cleansing and restoring all of the water to God. Good. And now we're going to mix those two together, which is going to create this wave, almost like this ocean wave coming up through the space into the alpha with the breath. And then the ocean wave crashing down, that waterfall of God coming down, clearing and cleansing all the cellular memory from your body. And all the cellular memory from this dimension, because none of that belongs to you. Good. So, from the beautiful Omega chakra, we're going to breathe that counterclockwise spinning light. There you go, as it comes up, spinning and spinning and spinning as you breathe it into the alpha. And then the alpha begins raining down in the clockwise spinning, clearing and cleansing, clearing and clearing and clear and clear and clear and clear and clear and clear. And then coming up through the space, clearing and cleansing and clearing and cleansing and restoring and restoring and restoring and restoring. Good. And then breathing that alpha down through the space like a beautiful waterfall, this beautiful wave of Metatron, as Metatron is using his wings to just, whoa, flood the divinity into the Omega, flood the divinity up to the alpha. Good. Inhaling from the alpha to the Omega, and then exhaling from the Omega to the alpha, and from the alpha and God spinning, and from the Omega up, blowing it through, and from the alpha down, coming through. Good. Feeling that beautiful wave. Doesn't matter which way you're breathing, just feeling that beautiful spin. Good. And feel those beautiful clarity and cleanness and clarity coming in through the space. Good. There you go. Clearing and cleansing and just good. Filling the water with light. There you go. Letting that wave come up, crashing through the space, spinning, spinning clockwise, spinning counterclockwise, spinning clockwise, spinning counterclockwise. Good. And now with your beautiful cathedral of your being, go ahead and say, infinite water in my body, I give you permission to accept, allow, and receive the new codes and frequencies from the universe now. Oh, good. Taking a breath and feeling Metatron standing for you, inside of you, moving that wave through, moving those new codes and frequencies through, opening up chakras and light body chakras that are inside your chakras and bringing them into the space. Ooh, using your being to receive these new codes from the universe with Metatron. Bringing all this beautiful information and light codes through the beautiful space, opening your heart, opening all of your chakras. There you go, into the space. Good. Letting these beautiful light body activation, this water to be filled and overfilled with beautiful life. Woo! Good. Feeling all the opening to all of the beautiful new codes and new frequencies. Good. Now go ahead and say, infinite water in my body, I give you permission to activate the crystalline Christ consciousness that is already within the water in my body now. There you go. So allow that Metatron to stand inside of you, bringing in that crystalline Christ consciousness from the crystalline higher dimensions in which you come from. There you go. Taking a breath and breathing that crystalline frequencies up from the universe. All that crystalline Christ consciousness flowing through the space. There you go, spiraling down and just coming into every water molecule, lighting it up like a Christmas tree, like fireworks in the night. Good. Taking a breath and breathing all that crystalline Christ consciousness, leaning back into that beautiful space of that crystalline Christ consciousness, allowing yourself to open to all the interdimensional aspects of you that come from the crystalline Christ consciousness itself. God embodied. There you go, breathing that through and feeling all the codes and the frequencies, the clarity, the freedom. Almost like pure, clear, luminous, light consciousness. Luminous light. Good, getting some breath in there, letting everything go. Good, getting some breath in there and letting it go. And the next level, layer, go ahead and say, infinite water in my body. I give you permission to align with the Christ consciousness, the crystalline Christ consciousness that is already within me now. Feeling that wave of Metatron with every breath, waving in your beautiful alignment with this crystalline Christ consciousness that you came here to be and stand for. All of the light codes activating in the space, activating in the water. Feeling your Palladian lifetimes, your Octarian lifetimes, your Syrian lifetimes, all that crystalline being lifetimes just coming into space. Good. Good. And from this beautiful, clear, pristine presence of you, just go ahead and bring your attention into your heart chakra and go ahead and say the words, I am. Good. And just let that swirl around your beautiful heart chakra. I am. And breathe that in. And again, I am. Feeling that beautiful water come into direct alignment with the truth. And bringing your awareness into your beautiful third eye. And from that beautiful quantum computer called your infinite water brain. There you go. Go ahead and acknowledge the truth. I am. And let that purity swirl around that beautiful third eye. Breathing that in. Smiling into it. And again, speaking the word of God, the word of truth into that third eye. I am. And breathe that in. And one more time, swirling in that beautiful I am presence, in that holy chalice of light. I am. Good. And now bringing your attention into that beautiful root chakra. Oh, feeling all of that beautiful love and divinity. And now speak these beautiful words of truth. I am. There you go. And fall back into that, breathing that in to your root, Good. And again, I am. From that beautiful root, leaning back into that crystalline Christ consciousness. There, let it happen. There you go. Let it open. Good. And one more time from that beautiful root, I am. And breathing that in, deepening into that. Feeling the wave of Metatron just moving now up and through, connecting all of the I am presence. Lining up that beautiful alignment with who you are in this water. I am that I am. And now all together, from the third eye, the heart, and the root, say together with all those spaces, I am. And breathe that in. Good, every breath. I am. Connecting with that alpha coming up through the space, spinning, cleaning, clearing, and cleansing to the alpha. From all three, I am. Down to the omega, coming back up, spinning counterclockwise. I am. From the alpha coming clockwise, good. I am. I am. I am. And feel your beautiful wings on your back, your crystalline wings in your crystalline water, in your beautiful, holy, and sacred temple of God. Whew. I am that I am. Yes, I am. Now, are you sensing into the powerful, beautiful power of combining the magic of water and the magic of your holy consciousness? The holy water meets the holy consciousness. And so it is. Oh, so good. My goodness. Wow. What a transmission. Here we are. We've spent 2 hours together. And are you sensing into frequencies and clarity and that maybe you hadn't even had access to? And isn't it beautiful? Thank you guys so much for showing up tonight. I'm so excited about the beautiful magical consciousness that we got to awaken and all that crystalline Christ consciousness that we got to bring in into the space, those new codes and frequencies from the universe and from your interdimensional aspects that we got to bring into the water of your body, which is what your body is. This is just the beginning of absolutely ecstasy, bliss-filled, magical journey. You're beings that came here to stand for God. You are amazing and talented beyond all measure. All right, everyone. Love you guys so much. Thanks for an amazing, amazing time together. Take care, everyone. Oh, bye, sweet loves. Amazing session. Please feel free to email us too if you want to just share how you're feeling, how you're being with all this. We'd love to hear from you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Take care, everyone. Loving you guys so much. Bye, sweeties. Bye.